Hey, what's going on, guys? Rony Boney here. To be sure, I'm bringing you a little tutorial video on how I think you should play Abandon King of the Hill. As you see, I choose a BR jetpack combo and I jet right up to Ring 4. Ring 4 is a great place to go, especially if you spawn over by Top Gold where I just did, because you can get shots down on people at Big Tree right off the bat. You can really help your team out, and not a lot of people know where you are. Not a lot of people look up to where you are because there's such a threat of people running around the top of Ring 3. As you see, you can get a lot of shots in, you can really get some great assists for your team and some more precious seconds in the hill right off the get-go, which helps with the old morale of teammates. As you see, I know there's a guy coming up the hill, so I decide to melee him, but he has a scatter shot and absolutely takes my face off. So that did not work out very well for me. But as you see, because of the jetpack, I'm able to get around the map extremely quickly. I go over to Big Tree, see a guy there, put a couple shots in him, get a little bit scared because he throws a nade, and I barely end up cleaning up the kill, which was terrible BR shots by me. Terrible. But I end up pushing over towards the hill to get a couple more seconds left because, as you can see, the scores are quite close and I don't like scores being close. There's a guy top mid who has a scatter shot. Had he had a BR, he definitely probably would have killed me. Definitely, probably, yeah, great English right there, Rony Boney. And I end up killing him as he pokes his head out of blue. And I see that they're spawning over by purple jungle by the hill, and so I run over, and I was very lucky that my teammate actually naded this guy because he got a dead-on nade. I got another nade in which weakened the other guy. I end up getting the double kill. As I can see, there's about 2 other people in this hill, so I decide to run out because you're not actually able to use your armor abilities in the hill. So guys, do not run in the hill. Only allow like 1 or 2 people in there just to kind of defend it, just trying to keep people at bay. Or if one of them dies in order to get more seconds in the hill. Do not have the whole team in the hill. You know, using Promethean Vision, Hard Light Shield, Regeneration Field, that kind of thing can really help out. So do not have more than 2 people in the hill. As you see here, this guy almost embarrasses me. Had I not shot him in the back, he definitely would have. I can see another guy spawning around here by the crates, so I decide to run out. I decide to nade him, end up not getting it, but I see he's behind me, so I run around, use my sensitivity, and BAM! God, I wish I had gotten that in sync, but whatever. And I see, as you see, right after I die, I jet right up to Ring 4 again, because I know that because we're over by blue, they're going to be spawning over by Big Tree. And I was right, and I see a guy coming up the ramp here, and I decide to put some shots on him. He ends up getting a couple more shots on me, but I decide to start taking this guy out towards purple, because I know that he's going to be going towards the new hill, which is spawned over by Top Gold. Now, running around by purple jungle leaves you quite exposed. This guy actually jumps at the top there. Had I gotten some good pre-nades on him, he would have been done. There's nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go when you're in purple jungle. So just remember that when you're running around those routes. And as you see, he strips my shield with the BR and actually perfectly lands a nade on me, which I was a little bit pissed off about because in my opinion, I should have won that gun battle. But you know what? He played it well. He got the kill on me. I can't argue with that. And I like jetpacking around the place, as you saw there, to try and get a little bit more sprint. I jetpack right up to this guy. He should not have gone for the execution melee. He could have gotten a nice old melee on that guy and shot him in the face, and he could have gotten the double kill. But as you see, it didn't work out that way. So I know that my team are pushing over this way, so I'm looking towards purple jungle to see if they spawn over there. But they're actually going to concede the hill because it's just about to go. So as you see, I jetpack over here now. I jetpack up as far as I can to try and get a lock on top middle. Now, top mid at Ring 3 really is a pivotal place, and people aren't going to be looking up as much as they should. So that's a great way to get some more kills, maybe to drop someone's shields, to help your team out, to get a couple of assists, whatever. Just to help your team out to play the objective. As you see, I'm not actually jumping in the hill because I know that it's completely contrary to my goals now. I want to kind of keep them away. I want to stay alive. I want to be a nuisance. I want them to know that there's a guy running around outside the hill. We need to take him out first before we push into the hill. And as you see, this guy here really failed. I think he really should have killed me. He should have killed me. So I strip his shield. I'm unable to get the kill, but I end up getting a nice old assist, and I end up nading by Big Tree. And there's a guy waiting around there. I see him. I push forward. He's actually just called Ordnance in, which I didn't know. So I smack him, and he sticky detonates me, which is fine. Look, your Ordnance can also kill you as well, guys. So disclaimer, don't fire at the ground. Maybe he should have tried to get away, but look, he traded kills, whatever. And as you see, I know that they're over by D, and I don't want to go over because I know that the hill is going to change pretty soon. It's either going to change to blue or top mid. or jungle. So I decide to stick around here. I see a guy here, I nade him, don't actually get the kill, but I end up stripping his shields down completely. And as you see, there's another guy. D still has a couple more seconds in it. There's still life in the old girl, but there's no life in me because I get assault rifled to death. Absolutely assault rifled to death. So I try and get out of purple jungle here, get stuck on some trees like a noob, and I realize that it's spawned over by big tree again. And the spawns in King of the Hill are very repetitive, but they have to be repetitive. You know, you have to be able to hold down an awkward position. There's barely any cover over here by big tree. There is the tree. Yes, there is the tree in big tree. But apart from that, you know, there's not a lot of places that you can go. You could set up by cliffs where we are now, or you could set up by the crates or by the back jungle there. But either way, you're going to get taken off the hill eventually because it's an extremely difficult place to hold. And see, there's a guy up here. Instead of just shooting him, I decide to run up and melee him and barely dodge his nade. Now I'm quite wary here. I can see two guys in the hill, and I don't push forward until two of my teammates push forward because I realize that there are strength in numbers. And I see that this guy's just meleeed him here. I see another guy here. I sprint up and beat down this guy, which I thought was quite a nice play, and that's one of the perks of having sprint and a higher sensitivity in Halo 4, which is great because you can get some kills that otherwise you would not have been able to. Terrible BRing by me here, but I know that this is going to be a close range battle, so I pick up an AR, accidentally fire it, look over here towards ring, but I realize that the guy's actually behind me and he's been weakened, so I put a couple of shots into him, get the kill, end up holding the hill for a couple more seconds, and I decide to run away because I know that there's a teammate of mine in there. So I decide, look, I'm just going to become the Slayer. I'm going to try and push forward, keep them back. I want to secure as many seconds as I can. And right here I do something that I would not suggest you do, and having looked at this gameplay, it's really it's really good that I watch my gameplays because I can then say, well, what did I do wrong here despite all the stuff that went right? So I should not have pushed up. I decide to push up now because I see my teammates on my radar, and there's the guy that I pretty much weakened in the corner with his assault rifle, and I end up getting the kill on this guy here. And if he had used that bolt shot, he would have definitely killed me. And as you see, the guy with the assault rifle is back, and he kills me after meleeing me, after shooting me and meleeing me, but I end up meleeing him in order to try and secure the kill. Guys, if you have a chance to melee someone, don't just give up. Don't just give up on a gun battle ever. Just always try and go for the melee if you can, if they're within distance. Don't use melee primarily as your only line of defense, but just try and get the kill as much as you can. Push forward, be aggressive, play aggressively. It's Halo, it's objective, it's really fast paced now because of the sprint. So and the instant respawn or the near instant in King of the Hill. So push up, be aggressive, and you'll win games. And play smart. As always. As you see here, the game has just come to a close, and actually this screen's going to fade out and it's going to go to my stats. So I go 405 points, 25 kills, 8 assists and 7 deaths.